is up, everybody? Pew Pew Nation Live,
Howdy.
episode 68. I actually remembered that.
Yes, sir.
Let's see who's all on here. What's up, Bill? What's up, Dan? Eric and Stephanie. How's it going? Matt Fisher. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen Matt on here in a little while. There's more on here. Comment that you're here. Let us know who's watching, where you're from, all that good stuff if you're a first-time viewer. But this is Pew Pew Nation Live, episode 68. This is the 68th week that, I've been doing this. I've been on every episode. Chris joined a couple months ago.
Play hooky here.
Yeah, it's all right. That said, hey, Christopher Richard.
No, he's digging
Zach,
me.
what's
Phone's
up?
on, so I gotta turn my phone off.
Oh, he's tagged you.
That was it.
Diane, what's going on, Diane? Anybody that's here, make sure you guys, make sure you go right now, share this video. Tell everybody that they got to click on the link, though, to comment to win the giveaways.
This guy.
We haven't heard yet. First time from
Paul. How you doing, Paul?
Pennsylvania, right?
Paul from PA, Pennsylvania.
Paul, what's going on? Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Again, this is Pew Pew Nation Live. This is I'm going to say, the #1 firearms-related patriotic podcast
In the world. Flat out. I mean, not even.
Sure, we'll say in the world.
The universe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
flat out.
So one thing that when I decided, I'll give you a little background because it looks like we have a couple new people. When I decided to start doing this, it was more because the COVID stuff was starting to go on. I'm like, I needed something to do, somewhere to vent, I guess, somehow talk to a big group of people and get my message out there. And this is what it's turned into 68 weeks later. Missed a couple weeks here and there for media events and stuff. I am a media professional in the outdoor industry, so I write for 21 different outdoor magazines, online publications. I do barbecue competitions. I play with guns for a living. I take pictures for a living. And then you got Chris over here. Chris, I'll let you introduce yourself. We haven't introduced each other in a while,
Well,
so
I don't know. Do we have an extra hour?
make it quick.
My allergies are horrible, so I apologize because my eyes are extremely itchy.
He's actually just crying. I hurt his feelings earlier.
Yes.
He's kind of a liberal at
That's my
heart.
excuse. So yeah, how far back do you want me to go? When I met you? Sitting in line?
You can do that if you want.
Nah, that's a long story.
Just tell him what you
we
do
met
now.
each other, kind of fell in like this here, kind of intermingled and interweaved together. So let's see. Yeah, Andy takes pictures. I needed photos. That's where it started with that, literally, and then from there, it kind of blossomed into a friendship. So here we are, a couple years later.
Yes, sir. Chris,
Rocking it out with the Glocks out.
Yeah.
And,
Chris is the owner of FreedomFatigues.com. Well, you should say what you
All
do.
right. Well, okay. Yeah. I was in law enforcement for almost 20 years. Got hurt. Started a company called Freedom Fatigues, which is an American-made apparel company. We sell 100% American-made apparel. Donate a portion of everything to police, fire, and military. That's where I'm at now, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing that full time. And we are actually sitting in a air-conditioned portion of a warehouse that is about 95 degrees everywhere else but where we're sitting.
Right here, just in front of us. Like
Literally,
it's
like
a
a
10
bubble.
by 10 square of where.
It's just a bubble.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, it's miserable. So welcome all the new people.
Welcome.
Again, make sure you guys take a second right now. Go share this video on your Facebook page. Get everybody over here because the problem is that we've been shadow banned. Facebook hates anything firearms related.
Freedom.
They hate freedom. Yes, exactly. Why is the school district calling me? Go away. I'm not fighting you yet.
Telling you that your mask plan is out of commission.
Yeah, exactly. What was I saying? Squirrel.
Yeah.
My phone rang. Sorry. But yes, that's what it was. Go share this video right now. Tell everybody to get over to this page. They have to click the link that you share, because if they comment on your post, I will not see it. They can't win the giveaways. So to win all the giveaways, what do we got to give away today? We got a magazine. We got Michigan Barbecue Supply donated a $25 gift certificate. Actually, is he on here, Brian? Brian's not on here. Brian actually won the $25 gift certificate and decided to re-gift it back to the show. So thank you, Brian, if he's on here. We got that to give away. We got a shirt.
Shirt, hat, yeah.
Shirt and a hat. Maybe we'll get lucky. I'll give away some exploding targets.
So, you left these here all week long.
I know.
And the
I'm
fact that,
surprised you didn't shoot them.
you know what, I saw them and I was like, maybe they're extras, and I'm looking at them going, and then I picked the box up, I read it, I looked at it, I was like, man, all right. I got my little Gammo with a 177. I think that would be pretty cool. So I'm glad I didn't, because now somebody would be getting a semi-used box
of Sonic Boom rim fire exploding targets. 10 targets in there. Things are awesome. It takes a 17 grain bullet at 1,000 feet per second to set it off, and they're these little tiny baggies, and they are ridiculously loud. Like, have you ever seen one go off?
No.
It's insane.
I went to Phantom Fireworks today.
Yeah.
One in West Bloomfield.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's a squirrel.
Yeah.
Explosives. But everything's 50% off in the store. I didn't know that.
Did you buy a bunch of shit?
Yeah, I did. I got in trouble too when I got home.
Uh-oh.
It's my son's birthday.
There you
we
go.
always buy fireworks for his birthday. The first one's birthday is in July, end of June. So July 4th, we always do fireworks. And we always say we're going to set them aside for the August 5th birthday. Never have anything left over, so we never do anything. But my son found this place today and said, Dad, we're going here. So we drove to West Bloomfield today.
Oh, yeah.
Bought a bunch of, one of them was called something about Popo. It was Popo. But guaranteed to call the police.
I was going to say
something about the police. The police are coming over. 45 shots. It was like $180 for like one of these things. It was stupid. But it was half off, so it was good.
Hi, Moe's on. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Paul shared times 8. Hell yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
He's got brownie points.
Yeah.
He's got first time watchers, so he wants to win.
Yeah, so Paul.
Suck
Paul
it up to us.
We go Paul. I like Paul already.
I do like
Paul
Paul.
can come back.
I do
Not
like
against
Paul.
anybody else here, but Paul.
Yeah.
Nothing against Bill or Eric or anybody else.
Diane shared. Diane shares all week. I love it, Diane.
Diane's awesome. I like Diane.
Matt Fisher said, I need a shirt. I'd gift it back, but it's freedom fatigue, so sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't gift it back either. Alright, so let's get into it here. So, complacency.
Boom.
We're just going to talk about it. I've been fired up all day.
Well, obviously, so here's the thing. You and I can honestly say this. Through the entire pandemic, minus the one time to the doctor's office where like, you literally couldn't go into because like they wouldn't let you in, I didn't wear a mask.
Nope.
Didn't
Same.
comply.
The only time I had to wear a mask was I had to fly, and they forced me that like, you cannot get on a plane without a mask on. And I just ate the whole time.
I ate peanuts the whole
That's
time.
all I did.
One by
I
one.
literally
by
had
one.
walked.
Do they even have peanuts on planes anymore?
I brought stuff. I just
Can you
brought
bring
my
peanuts
own.
on planes?
Yeah, you can bring whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So I literally brought.
Not an endorsement.
Yeah. I literally brought a bag of Cheez-Its. That's what I ate. Cheez-Its. I brought a bag of Cheez-Its on the plane. I didn't wear a mask in the airport the whole time. Got to the gate. They were like, don't have a mask on, sir. Whatever. Put my mask on real quick, walked to the seat, got my stuff all situated, sat down, mask came down. Every time they walked by, I shoved a Cheez-It in my mouth. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I ate the whole
Kiss my ass.
way there.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I was getting at here. Apparently we are non-compliant. So
We're evil people.
evil.
Kevin, what's going on? It's
But-
barbecue
But
time.
the thing is, you're still here.
Yeah, is that crazy?
And I'm still
Isn't
here.
that crazy?
And everybody I know, for the most part, I mean, there's people have gotten sick and died. I think some people had the flu, but I don't think I really know anybody that really died from the COVID flu.
Well, they all died from COVID. But,
Yeah, but I mean,
you know.
literally, I don't know anybody
Yeah.
specifically. I mean,
Well, that's the thing. Is like
some
through
people
the
got
whole
pretty sick.
the whole thing. Not like in no way, shape, or form am I saying that COVID isn't a virus. There's a virus. It's the flu.
But do you think there was a pandemic?
There was no pandemic.
Okay.
There was a plandemic.
Well, there was
planned.
you can do number, and we've talked about that before too. But like the numbers that are out there that show you average every year that the deaths that occur in the world. If you're thinking there's going to be a pandemic, you think it would have spiked, right?
Yeah.
Nah, stayed the same.
Stayed exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
It's just
Scare,
amazing
scare,
that.
scare,
Yeah,
scare.
it's just amazing that like people didn't die from heart attacks and car crashes and stuff like that. It was just COVID killed everybody. It's all.
COVID. So yeah, they scared you to that,
So-
and they gave you a little bit of room, no masks. All right, we're gonna give them some freedom. But I don't know if you guys have been watching this on the news, but since like probably back like April, they started throwing in the little tidbits of this Delta variant, the scary, deadly Delta variant, and how scary and deadly it is. And I mean, they start sneaking it in, and now if you turn on any news, even Fox News, they're talking about the stupid Delta variant. And now I saw an article today that they're literally pointing fingers at the unvaccinated, saying it's their fault for the mutations that are occurring within the virus. So that I mean, it's just another way of divide and conquer. Let's put whites against blacks, blacks against whites, vaccinated versus unvaccinated, and so on and so forth, and keep going. And that's where they're going, because the complacency, the people are starting to realize, like, all right, this isn't
what they
made it out to be.
Yeah, and that's the thing and that's what where I'm looking at. I think the Democrats, the government, shot themselves in the foot really, because they realize it, and that's why they're doing all this again. And it's the Delta variant. Everybody's got to wear masks again, and everything else. It's complacency. Everybody was told, if you just wear your mask, it'll all go away. Just
2
a
weeks.
couple weeks, yeah, just 2
Flatten the curve.
weeks. It'll flatten the curve, and you won't be able to you won't have to wear a mask anymore. Kids will be back in school. Everything else. Everything was 2 more weeks. Oh, just do this. Oh, just get your vaccine. There's a vaccine now. Go get your vaccine. It'll be fine. You won't have to wear a mask if you get your vaccine. We'll bribe you to get your vaccine so that you don't have to wear our stupid mask. And then all of a sudden, they were like, uh-oh, we're losing the control. Let's reel them back here. Let's reel them back. The Delta variant. Big old scary Delta variants out there now. Everybody's got to wear a mask again. So we told you that the vaccine works and that you don't have to wear a mask because you can't get it, you can't spread it if you get the vaccine. But actually, we were just kidding. You could spread this new virus,
Which is being caused by all you unvaccinated people.
Yeah,
because like viruses don't mutate naturally. Like every other flu virus, every year there's always going to be different. No matter what you get, if you get the vaccine, if you do get it, then there's a possibility that you could get type A, B, C, and D, and it was, a different strain that they didn't know about.
And don't get us wrong. Like, I could care less. I'm not speaking for Chris here, but I could care less if you go get the vaccine. If you want to get a vaccine, go get a vaccine. I won't get the vaccine. I know Chris ain't getting the vaccine. But if you want to get the vaccine,
let's rewind.
go ahead and get the vaccine.
My family and I are 100% fully vaccinated. Mean it. Just put that on the air here so that it's like on the record.
Yes.
In case anybody ever asks.
I have a vaccine card.
That's 100% legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I raise my right hand.
Yeah. If you go to PewPewNationUSA.com, you can see my vaccine card.
Yep.
Not saying that you can get one or anything, but you can see it.
And that's it, too. That's it. I don't care if you are or not. But here's the thing. My wife makes a good point. If you're vaccinated and the vaccine works, then why do you care if somebody isn't vaccinated? Because the vaccine works, right?
No.
If you're vaccinated, then obviously if the other person's not vaccinated and then you're worried about it, but you're vaccinated, then the vaccine doesn't work. So it's like it's either one or the other. It either works or it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the problem, so the whole thing with the vaccine, and it's such a joke because...
Well, first off, stop calling it a vaccine.
Yeah, it's not a vaccine.
It's not a vaccine.
It's
and
not a vaccine.
You guys can call it what you want, do the research on it. It's not a vaccine. And even my wife said, too, if it was a true vaccine where they took, like, the virus itself and created, you
use the dead virus
to create the vaccine, then boom.
Yeah.
Then maybe, you should think about taking it. But this has nothing to do with anything that's truly a vaccine.
No, it's not even a vaccine. And it's all like it's just all such a joke. And the whole thing is like I fought it. You guys all watched me. I fought it tooth and nail. I never wore a mask. I refused to shop at stores that wanted me to wear a mask. I honestly still won't go in those stores.
No.
I don't care if they said that I could not or walk in now or not. If you were an asshole before and you wouldn't let me wear or walk in without a mask on, I'm not walking in there now. So whether it's a mask or not, but the problem is the complacency. And there's probably people on here watching, and I'm not trying to offend you or call anybody out or anything like that. But
if they're offended, then you're in the wrong.
They are.
Watching
They're
the wrong
thing.
show, man. If you,
But
that's the problem is people are too we're freaking pissing people off or offending them. That's the whole thing about our offended shirt. And it's like, who gives a shit?
Exactly.
And if
Well,
you're
that's the
offended,
thing. If you are somebody that wants to comply and just run the easy route, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. But the problem is that there's people. There's more people like Chris and I that and most of you that don't agree with this stuff. And the biggest issue is that we sit here and comply. Fight back. Like you have
what
to.
did we just say before the show started? I was sitting there saying, if you're a business owner and you own a business, and the government comes back and says it's time to shut down, fucking refuse it. Flat out refuse to do it.
You're not doing it.
You know what? And I said, what did I say? Take the fines. What did the people that got fined in the first place happen? The fines got thrown out or dismissed. Take the fines. Go to jail. Be a martyr. You know, do what you got to do. I mean, I'd go to jail tomorrow if that's what it said. You can't be open. I'd be like,
and the funny thing is,
open.
all those businesses that we all heard about them that stayed open, none of them paid a dollar, even a dime in fines. They all got thrown out. My good friend owns Huron Valley Guns in New Hudson, Michigan, and he was one of the biggest advocates for everything. Like Huron Valley Guns was like a safe haven. You walked in there was no masks on anybody. It was fantastic. Seriously, this thing is doing its stupid thing again. Come on. Hold on.
Well, if we're here, we're here. If not, we're not.
Alright, it reconnected. I don't know why it's disconnecting here. This damn internet sometimes just sucks. Chinese internet. We started talking about stuff they don't like.
Yeah.
So
they shut us down.
If it locks up, guys, just bear with us for a second. Refresh your screen. It'll come back. I don't know why it's doing that right now, but it is. But either way, he stayed open the whole time. He never had any problems. He took a ton of fines. Never paid $1 in them. They all got thrown out. They're all done. You just don't comply. Like in my big thing is I'm literally preparing for a battle with the school district. My son's 7. He will not wear a mask
The good
in
part
school.
is, if you're battling, then you're going to be battling at the same school. Because I still got a student.
Yeah.
One more year there.
Yeah.
So you got a battle buddy.
Well, we got a
Two of
lot.
us. You're going to see us on the evening news.
Yeah,
being
trust
arrested.
me. We have a lot. We have a lot more people that'll stand with us than stand against us. That'll fight back.
See, I'm not a cop anymore, so I can get arrested.
Yeah.
And not lose my job.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So I don't have to worry.
Yeah. But I'm already prepared for the battle with the school district because my son will not wear a mask in school. That's all there is to it. And the problem is that somewhere down the road, we all forgot that the government works for us.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you're telling me the schools are like I pay taxes.
Exactly.
So you're telling me if I pay taxes to a city or a municipality, they're gonna put my kid through like a K through 12 program?
Yeah.
And it's funded by me?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Which means me, if I'm paying for it, that means what? I kind of run the show, right?
Yeah.
So that means if the school board members or whoever's like, what do they got they're all elected officials, whatever, they're all put on there,
Yeah.
board members.
Yep.
They're elected to put on there. So that means if we don't like what they're doing, they're going to have their asses out and they're going to be gone.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not going to take much.
And that's all it's going to be. It really won't take.
And it's happening
anything.
everywhere else. I mean, it's happening like other school boards throughout the country are literally like going there and they're taking the people that are sitting on the boards and they're demanding all this stuff and they're like, no, you're out of here, you're gone.
Yep.
And I mean, if that's what it's going to take here, I honestly hope it doesn't get to that. I hope it just gets down to where the school board is smart enough to say, listen, we're going to do the right thing. It's a choice.
And that's the thing, is that's all it has to be.
It's a choice.
It's super
you want to wear
easy.
one, wear one. You don't. You want to get vaccinated, get it. If you don't.
Every school district has a virtual academy now. And
Excuse me, COVID left.
if you're afraid for your kid's safety, send them to virtual school. That's all there is to it. Or send them to a different district that's gonna have more people with masks on.
What you mean if you're afraid to go out, you mean you can stay home?
Yeah.
And not make me have to be like, because I never did mask up, but
Yeah.
I guess try to do all that shit again. I don't know. I'm not in for it, and I think the majority of the country's not going to stand for it again. I mean, it's like you're going to try it. I mean, but the thing is, they do it little bits at a time. And look how quickly. I'm kind of disgusted at how compliant people were in the first. I mean, it's basically it's like a test.
It is.
Let's
and
see,
that's
let's
all
see
it
how
was.
compliant they are.
It was a science experiment. Trust the science. That's what they kept telling you. You literally were the experiment. We all were. And unfortunately, so many people turned into sheep instead of going with the pack of wolves. I mean, you just have to fight back. Like, we're not shutting down again. That's it. And the only way that's not going to happen is if you all fight back. You have to stand for something or don't stand at all. That's it. Because it's...
You can't just sit back and let our school districts take our kids, which is even a less rate of death and infection than anybody else. Like, they can't take those kids and mask them up and put them in little bubbles inside the school for 8 hours a day. Take away their running around. I mean, that's why we decided to do virtual last year, because I didn't want to go through the back and forth. Yeah. And this year I said, I'm not doing it. He's going to school regardless. They're not wearing masks.
They're not wearing masks. That's all there is to it. There are kids, the school doesn't raise them. That's it. So I make the decisions for my son until he's 18 years old.
And if you're that scared for your kid to be in a school with kids that aren't wearing masks, and I don't know if you've ever seen kids in general, but just their little freaking petri dishes of just putridness.
Which they need to be, though.
Yes.
How do you think immunity grows?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The problem.
Go play in the sewer.
Yeah, exactly.
Go cut yourself on something and poke yourself with a few needles.
This last weekend I was up north at my buddy's cabin, and Colton and his friend were out literally running around on 40 acres of land from sun up to sundown. Came back, they're literally black. Like their feet, hands, everything just black. They're running around in the woods. I don't care. Go get dirty, eat some worms. I don't give a shit, because Colton has, because of how we do this and how we raise him and expose him to this kind of stuff, he doesn't get sick. Very, very rarely does he get anything but a little cold. And that's it. And it'll last a day or two, which is the same with me. He has my immune system. And that's it. Grow your immune system. Stop try to protect your kids from every little germ out there.
Don't sanitize
they
your
won't
hands
get
every
sick.
time you get in the car. Go look at your door handles.
Yep.
Right? You know, that's not good, right? Go like handrails at at the airport. Go to the airport and find a handrail and just start go from one end to the other.
Matt Brennan said, "I'll never require any of my employees to get a BS vaccine, no matter what. That is their business." Exactly. That's how it should be.
Well, I mean, I'll share a little personal story here too. I had a friend talk to me today about the fact, asking me if we were hiring. Said, "Are you guys hiring?" Because he's worried about his wife losing her job because they're going to require her to get a vaccine and she's not going to get it. I said, well, there's a couple ways you can go about this. Number one, check the contract, see what you have in there, make sure that there's nothing in there that states that anything. There's got to be something in there, but they can't force a medical decision upon somebody that's to work there. Sue the shit out of them, or just say you're vaccinated and get a card that says you are. Be done, and just move along with your life and let them carry on.
Yeah, exactly. Diane said that Facebook's screwing the feed. We haven't had any drops since that one that we announced. Stephanie said hers is good. Diane, exit out and go back in. Sometimes if it locks up, guys, literally you just have to exit out, go back in. Facebook sucks. There's no doubt about it. There's no way around it.
You can't say that, man. Because now they listen. They just heard you.
Yeah,
now they're sitting in their little room right now, and the little lights went off, and they're like, "Oh,
Andy
Grossman just said Facebook sucks." And now they're gonna fuck with our feed, and now we're gonna sit here, and nobody's gonna be able to watch what we're saying because Zuckerberg's literally in his house right now, pushing a button, saying,
He's probably shooting or throwing
with his
spears with his headset on.
Was that a real video? Was that, guys, look, somebody that's watching this right now, there's a video of Zuckerberg chucking a spear at a target. It's probably offensive to somebody because I said that, but like throwing a spear at a target, and he's wearing ear protection.
You know why he is?
Because if he throws it so fast, it's going to create a sonic boom.
Nope. Because I guarantee they were shooting guns before that. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee it. When I saw that video, that's exactly the first thing I said. I said, I wonder what guns they were shooting right before that.
Well, that's no way. Zuckerberg doesn't shoot guns. I think we're losing our people here because I'm not seeing any comments.
No, it's still coming through. It's just I had to restart my feed.
All right.
There it goes. My boys loved up north when they were little. Always in the dirt, playing in the woods. Hell yeah.
Hey Eric, I stole one of your memes you posted on Facebook. By
They
the way,
just
so
warned-
and I never gave you credit for it, so thank you, by the way.
They just warned Matt Brennan for one of his comments. They watch you. I don't know why, Brennan. They love you. They watch you like a hawk.
It's because it's shady.
So, that's all. I mean, I just, seriously though, complacency, it's going to take all of us to fight it. It is. And you just have to, I know it
Stop
sucks.
it. Stop
I know
it.
it sucks. I know
Stop
it's
it.
scary.
Stop it.
Yeah. I know it's scary to, confront your employer and say, no, I'm not wearing a mask because I'm not.
No, I'm not getting vaccinated.
Yeah, no, I'm
because
not getting vaccinated. I know that sucks. And you might lose your job. But you have to remember, first of all, there's other places out there hiring. You'll find a job. And second of all, you gotta stand for something. You have to stand for something, or don't bother standing up at all. Don't even get out of bed
No, that's
because
why
you're
that's
just
why
a
I don't like
slave
the
at that
whole
point.
like coming up with a fake one and just saying, yeah, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah,
That's why I
stand
don't
for
even
it.
like that as
No.
much. I like the fact of saying no, I'm not vaccinated. I'm not getting vaccinated, and you can eat it.
Matt Brennan said, "I'm on the radar, baby. Woo! Fight me." I'd love to see Matt fight Zuckerberg. That'd be awesome.
Not if Zuckerberg's got some of those spears.
Eric said the big three is making people mask up. Yeah, my dad was bitching about it today. There was over 200 UAW workers at Ford Motor Company that protested outside the building today as well. And I bet you that number will double as the word gets out there. So it's, again,
Stand up.
stand up, don't comply. You have to fight it. You have to, or we're just going to be in the same fucking spot we were, 3 months ago. I mean, there's another business down, we're in Michigan. One of the cities close to us is Milford, Michigan. Another restaurant closed today, just today. Main restaurant closed down today because they can't survive anymore. They were hurt so bad over a year of not doing anything, and then people that don't want to work, people that act like they're still afraid of the virus, everything else. It's ridiculous. The only way we're going to survive is if you stop complying. That's all there is to it. Fight it. Fight back.
Term limits. Term limits.
Yes, term limits, exactly. DeSantis for president.
Oh, shit. Hang on a second.
What's that?
Nothing. We're still on complacency, but I want to ask you, did you hear about that barricaded gunman situation up in
In Holly? Yeah, I literally left Holly yesterday,
All right.
just before that all happened.
Well, I just was wondering if you were, because I was, we'll talk about it when we get into that. When we get into it.
Well, you're talking situational awareness.
All right, so we're in it.
Yeah, let's go into
Get
it.
into that. So last night, my wife was telling me about this situation. There's a city near us here where apparently the police had a chase. I don't know the specifics. I'm going to give you what I know, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. But there was a police chase that ended. The guy ran into a house, a random house, and there was people home, and it became like a barricaded gunman situation where they were kind of, I don't know if they were being held hostage, but I guess they were let go. I don't know the whole situation.
Yeah.
But forget all of that. That doesn't matter. While I was sitting there talking with my wife, I said, what would you do in a situation like that where somebody busts in our house and with a gun, and she's sitting there, on the couch. She's really not going to do anything because she's sitting on the couch and she doesn't have her pistol on her. I carry until I go to bed. Basically, from the moment I get up.
I carry it while I'm in bed.
But I'm saying mine's with me in bed as well. But I'm saying it's not on my hip. I'm not wearing it as I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
It's literally right there. I can reach over and grab it. But the situational awareness. So you're in a situation if you're in your own house sitting there watching TV at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday night. And all of a sudden your back door comes kicking in and some dude with a gun that's being chased by the police comes in. Sorry, dude, but you just met your maker.
Yep.
Because you are going to be laying there probably about maybe 2 steps.
I'm not getting taken hostage in my own
No,
house. That's for
so
damn
that's
sure.
that's where that was going there. Like just talking about, but so
I'm
like
gonna-
if
I'm
you
gonna
are
cut
a
you-
carrier,
I'm
your
gonna cut
gun's
you off for 1 second.
not going to do you any good in your room.
Yes.
Got to be on you.
We're gonna go right back to this, but I wanted to. Joel Rainey said the only bitch about Michigan is they are at will state, so they can fire you if you don't take the shot. There's nothing you can do. There's a lot you can do, and that's what you got to remember. So that's where you get into trouble. That there's nothing you can do. Leave. Find a new job. You're done there. They're only gonna. The only way that these corporations have power to be able to say you're fired because you won't take a shot that they can't mandate. The only way is if you go and comply.
And I know,
It's the only way they have power.
I know what the wheels are spinning. People are thinking, well, I can't just leave a career. I get it. So some people have a career where they've been there a long time. I get it, but that's where you have to make a decision on that. But okay, let's say you don't have like a lucrative career and you're just working someplace that you're making it by. There's enough jobs. I got a guy that like a warehouse over here. They're looking for employees. They're willing to pay $80,000 to $120,000 a year for like operating heavy equipment. They can't find people to do it.
It's crazy.
And they're willing to train people.
Yeah. Shit, I'm not
I know.
gonna
Me too.
apply.
I'm gonna get some shirts out and go down there and
here we go.
run a backhoe for a few hours.
Yeah.
Shit.
What's up, Jack? All right, so back to situational awareness. So that whole thing, barricaded gunman. I was reading the story yesterday. I literally left Holly. I left Holly, got home, and went on Facebook, and I saw that. I was like, I was just there. What the hell? I missed all the excitement. That sucks.
But I mean, that's situational awareness in your own home. So like let's just say you're sitting there watching TV, 10 o'clock, no gun on you. Now you're both sitting there. Your gun does you absolutely as much good sitting in the other room on a desk as it does in a safe down in the basement, behind 10 minutes of trying to unlock it.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter. It's got to be accessible to where you can reach it. Kind of like what was that movie? That guy that did Pulp Fiction, one with the girl with the sword. Help me out here. Gosh darn it. Anyway, she's got the gun in the cereal box. You remember the scene in the movie where she's talking to her and she's there to kill her and she's got the gun in the cereal box and she had it there.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
She was planning ahead so far that she kept a gun in a cereal box in the kitchen, so that if somebody was in her kitchen that was there to kill her, she's like sitting there trying to feed her daughter cereal.
Yeah.
She reaches down into the cereal box. The gun is in there. She turns it, shoots, and misses. And you guys,
But it's true.
You guys
I
know
mean,
that's situational.
It's situational awareness, and that was yesterday. So, if you put yourself in that situation, the family, they're probably watching the Olympics or something on TV. The dude runs in the house, takes them hostage for a while. So
Kill Bill. Thank you.
Kill Bill, yes, that's it. That's it.
I was like,
yeah.
brain fart.
So put yourself in that situation. First of all, why are you, I don't sit at home with, if my front door is open, the screen door is locked. It's at least going to take somebody an extra couple seconds to
make
get
a shit
into that
ton of
door.
noise as well.
They're going to make a ton of noise. It's going to take them a few extra seconds. It's going to buy me a few extra seconds to get my gun out of my holster or wherever it is, out of the cereal box. I don't know.
No, I don't keep guns in cereal boxes. But I was making a point that
exactly.
just to be aware of your surroundings, have stuff. Always be prepared.
You got to be prepared. Exactly. That's what it boils down to. And then obviously, gun in the cereal box is overkill, but you have to be prepared. So if that's your preparation, that's your preparation.
If I had hitmen out for me every day, I'd probably have guns in cereal boxes,
right?
Lego boxes, everywhere.
Yep. Bill
Anywhere.
said one in the chamber at arm's reach 100% of the time.
Nice.
And that's the thing. If that family, luckily, thank God, they got out alive. I don't know if the guy just let them go or if they ran out the door or whatever. But they were all fine. They were all good. Thank God. But at the same time, like, there is not one situation where I am caught hostage in my own house.
No.
It's not happening. That's all there is to it. It is not.
You're not even gonna catch me hostage if I'm mowing my damn lawn.
Nope.
Because
Nope.
I guess
I've had people literally tell me, like, they're like, you're just paranoid. You're paranoid because you wear a gun while you cut your lawn. I do. I carry a gun on me at all times when I cut my grass, when I'm working outside, whatever. And there's reasons for it. And I've actually pulled my gun in my front yard.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So tell me that I'm paranoid, but
I just had a holster sewn in my Speedo. You know, so when I'm swimming in my pool, so
yeah.
that way I can have it on me when I'm at home. That's the only place, I guess. I don't want to tell anybody. If you're out to come and get me, that's when you're going to get me. That's when I have a gun on me in the pool.
It's probably one nearby.
Yeah.
Not on you, maybe,
No,
but
it's
nearby.
nearby.
Yeah, Stephanie said all our doors stay locked even when we're home and garage is closed. Yep, same here. And that's why it's all about situational awareness. I want to know who's coming up to my house and who's coming in my door or whatever. But the whole, like, carry a gun all the time. Always have something on you. Like we were talking, I was just saying, cutting the grass. I cut the grass with a gun on my hip. And everybody, I've had people like, that's a little overkill. That's kind of ridiculous. It's your own yard. I've literally pulled my gun in my front yard. I had a dog, a Great Dane, when I first moved into my house that ran over to my house, attacked me. My dog went after that dog to protect me. I got up. That dog had about 100 pounds on my dog, even though I had a Doberman, this freaking giant Great Dane. And he had her on the ground. I kicked him, the dog in the head. Dog came back after me. I backed up, pulled my gun, and was that close to putting the dog down, and the owner came flying over. Don't shoot my dog, don't shoot my dog. And he called the dog, and the dog actually came and listened, which he was lucky he did because that dog was done. That dog was getting at least 3 rounds of 9mm to the freaking skull. That was all there was to it. That dog was dead.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it right there. So a 200-pound dog can probably kill me.
Yeah, absolutely.
A 200-pound human could probably kill me too. That's why I carry a gun all the time. I said 200. Come on.
250. 200. Hell, that was my fighting weight back in 7th grade. I guess maybe I was 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a number below 200 in 30 years. Probably 12 last time I was 200 pounds. All right. Let's see. So, and then in situational, I was telling you this the other day too. Situations. So, if you don't put yourself in a situation, then you don't have to be aware. Make sense? Right?
Yeah.
So, if you don't put yourself into a situation in the first place, then you don't have to worry about being aware of anything.
Yep.
Because then you're not even in a situation that has anything to be aware of. So my point that I'm trying to make is, what I was telling him is, one thing I told when I taught classes all the time, you got an eighth of a tank of gas, you still got 30 miles till you're on, you're done. But just because you have a CPL and you're at the baddest corner in the entire area of Detroit, worst intersection, but there's a gas station there, and I'm going to stop because I got a CPL. Would you have stopped there if you didn't have it? No. You would have probably continued on about 2 miles until you're out of the hood and you're into a more lit up, better place to get gas. But if you don't put yourself in a situation by stopping in a place where you don't have to, it's not dire, you could keep continuing, but you're like, you know what, I got a gun, I'm going to stop here. That's the mentality you got to get rid of.
Yep.
So if you don't have a situation in the first place, then you don't have to have awareness.
I literally just finished an article where I was talking about that, where just because you have a gun does not mean that you are a hero or need to try to be a hero.
Just because you have a gun doesn't mean you even need to necessarily act in every situation as well,
Exactly.
too. Because there could be a situation where you're sitting there and you're like, well, shit, this isn't the right time.
Yep.
So you kind of got to go by and be a hostage for a few minutes or whatever it takes until you get the right situation where you can act without killing yourself or somebody else.
Yep. Bill said my paranoid is spelled prepared. I like it.
I like it.
Should be a shirt.
Yes.
James, you're 100% right. Most accidents happen 10 minutes away from home because people get complacent. And that is exactly what it is it falls into complacency. Everything falls into complacency. If you aren't complacent in your life, you're not going to be complacent carrying a gun. You're going to start to remember this stuff. I had somebody ask me one time how many times I've had close calls at the range because I shoot a lot. And I kind of laughed because I literally have never, that I can think of, had a call where I was like, oh my God, I almost shot myself.
I've never done a close call, but I've had some where I've taken the gun out of people's hands.
Yes.
And sent them
or
off the range.
somebody else.
Sent them off the range, but and that was actually one of them. I think at the time was one of our captains. We were out there doing training, and he actually put a round off into the ground. And the thing was, that wouldn't have happened if he'd have been following one of the few cardinal rules that he was told to do. But he did have the one rule followed. It was pointed in a safe direction, but he forgot that his finger was on the trigger, and it went kablooey. And the look on his face was like, "Oh my gosh, really? How did that just happen?" But he wasn't just a surprise. He's been shooting for 30 years, and it still happens to everybody. So.
Yep, that's exactly it, and that's what you gotta, and that's why he did it.
Yep.
Because he became complacent. So like every time I go on the range or I go to the range, or I'm filming something at a range or whatever, anytime there's guns involved at all. Even on the show here, you guys watch us every single week, we show you a new gun, and every time I will literally show that it is clear, take the mag out, show Chris it's clear, check it a few times, set the gun down, I pick it up, I show it's clear. I've purposely forced myself into that habit at all times, because the second you become complacent is when accidents happen. And that's when you stop being aware. You stop thinking.
So I got a quick little tidbit here. So situational awareness, not just situational awareness necessarily with guns, but treat it with every single situation in your life. Everything. I mean, it's not like if you do everything in a manner where you're aware of everything that's going on around you, then you'll be all right. Because you're aware of what's going on. And the reason I'm saying this is because. So, like, how many times do you put your kid in the car seat?
Every time.
Do you ever check the car seat to make sure that it's secure every time you put him in it?
Not when he was a baby, nope.
No. So, the reason I even
every once in a while.
The only reason I'm even saying this is because just today, I dropped my wife's vehicle off at the dealership last week to get fixed. They called us, said it was done. It took like 2 days to fix it. So Friday and then Monday. So we picked it up yesterday. We went there, picked it up. They bring us the car. Car's there. The seats in the car. She gets in the car, leaves, heads off on 96 freeway, big freeway up here. Hits 23, heads up to 59, gets home, meets me later, drives to where I'm at. Mind you, daughter's in the car the whole time. And today I take the van for a ride, and I lean in the back seat and I push on the car seat.
Pops up.
It wasn't even like they disconnected the car seat. And it's been sitting there for 2 years, so it's got a little divot. You couldn't even tell that it wasn't secured until, because my wife even said my daughter got in it herself. Her weight, she weighs like 40 pounds. So she weighs it down, and when she secured her in, it didn't budge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I was telling her, I said, it could have been something as simple as a little deer running out in front of a car. You slam on your brakes, the whole car seat goes launching forward in the car, because we push her into the center.
Yep.
So there's no seat for her to go flying into. So she would have gone flying forward and hit the dashboard. So I called him. Gave him a little piece of mind, let him know. And I guess the rule is they're supposed to take a car seat. If they take it out, put it in upside down.
Yes.
Because they're not allowed to put it back in.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I didn't want you guys to put it back in. I said, I did car seats for forever.
Yeah.
I said, but, I had no clue. Even me driving the van today, after I got in, I probably would have put her back in it again if I didn't bump into it and realize that it was loose. She would have been sitting in that thing for who knows.
Yeah.
So, I guess, you have car seats.
Complacency.
Check them.
You just don't think about it.
Don't get complacent.
Yeah, exactly. Nicky
Thank
said,
God
just because I can doesn't mean I should. Best saying I heard in my CPL class. 100%.
Exactly.
Yep.
Boom.
That's it. I like it.
All right.
Let's give something away. Let's
right.
change it up here. Well, is anybody watching?
I don't know. Nobody's here.
Nobody's commenting. I need everybody that wants to win something has to comment.
Go get some stuff to give away.
Has to comment here. We'll do a big giveaway first. Do a shirt first?
Sure.
All right, we're going to give away a shirt. FreedomFatigues.com. I'm going to wait for these comments to come in. You guys all have to comment yes or giveaway or something. I want to see who's here. so we know who to expect in the giveaway. There's 23 people watching, it says. I expect at least 20 comments to come through right now. So let's go. Angela, Garrett, Zach, we got you. Shane, Justin, Stephanie, Diane, Earl. Earl, what's up, man? I just shared your podcast, actually. I love the shirt in that podcast. That was freaking badass. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Who else we got here? Cindy, Cody, Eric, Jack, Dan. All right, we got a bunch of people. Everybody's alive again. I like it. So we're gonna give away a shirt.
You can open it up.
Yeah,
I was looking for one that wasn't open, but don't worry about it.
All right, we'll open it up here. James Emery, Alan, Nikki, Matt. Look at all these people. Alan, Bill. I love it. All right, so we're going to give away a shirt that I feel like is very fitting today. So that's the front, kind of a shadowed flag front. And the back shall not be infringed. And it's hard to see on this camera, but you got the Constitution behind it there. This is a all-American made, 100% American made shirt, just like all freedomfatigues.com and PewPewNationUSA.com shirts are. Whatever size you want, shipped directly to your house. So we're going to pick a number 1 through 100. Wrote the number down here. So we got a lot of new people, so I'm going to explain how we do this. Marianne, thank you for the comment. You have a chance to win it, Marianne. That's the back, shall not be infringed, with the flag on the front. Alright, so the way that we do these giveaways, we pick a number 1 through 100. I picked a number, I wrote it down. You guys guess the numbers. When you guess a number, so if you're guessing like the number 7, that's your guess, let's say. Guess 7, exclamation point, or 7A or something. Throw a letter, exclamation point, something in there, because Facebook's algorithms are, I can guarantee you, we are not going to see all your comments. So that kind of puts you at an advantage to be able to win stuff and make it so that we can actually see your comments. So make sure you do that. The number is not 7, but we're guessing numbers 1 through 100. Trust me, I will never guess the number 7. It just happens to be my favorite number, but I don't ever use it. So because we use it as an example. Love that shirt. Won't let hubby steal mine. Heck yeah, Cindy. All right, so you guys ready? When you see start, Shane's already guessed it, or telling us the size. I like it.
So is this the number you picked?
That's the number I picked.
Uh-oh. So we're going to have
messing with you.
Well, you know, I'll have to give you guys a hint here in a minute.
Oh boy. When you see start guessing 1 through 100.
You tried to throw me for a loop.
That's why I did it.
So you guys are catching on what I'm talking about here.
That means they got to know what you normally do. We got a lot of new people though.
Yeah, I know, but see, they're all guessing too low. There you go. Angela's got the point there, and Eric's getting it there now. See,
I gotcha.
you be sneaky with me.
I want to really throw you for a loop in a second.
You'll probably guess like 50.
Damn it! What do I do now? Keep guessing 1 through 100. And again, we're watching on the screen and we're watching on the phone here. Keep guessing, guys. 1 through 100.
Lost your screen.
through 100, guys. Keep guessing.
Nobody's guessing.
Well, it's a guess it's coming through, but I'm gonna restart my phone here. We'll watch the computer for a minute. And sometimes that helps.
Did you see it?
I think I saw it. Let me make sure on the computer though.
Sorry guys, we got
Keep
three
guessing.
different screens
Yeah, we
going
got
with
'em all
different
over the
ones
place
showing up
here.
at different times here, so we're trying to keep it.
This is Facebook's. This is Facebook at its best right now. Yep.
All right, everybody,
All right.
stop.
guessing. Chris didn't even get a chance to give it away. Well, he
No.
kind of gave it away.
I did. I said basically between 50 and 100 because
Stop even going through. Come on.
come on, people.
No, I'm ready to get. Stop.
All right.
Facebook won't even let my comment come through. There it goes. Okay, there we go. We got to stop up there.
All
All right,
stop,
everybody
stop.
stop guessing.
All right,
Everybody
so
stop.
the infringed.
Shall not be infringed. That's very fitting for today's conversation. That's the back of it. This is what kind of shirt is this? Tri-blend? Tri-blend. Again, all American made, everything from freedomfatigues.com and Pew Pew Nation USA is a subsidiary of Freedom Fatigues. 100% American made tri-blend shirt. And the winner is, we'll tell you right after these messages. No, I'm just kidding.
Marianne Vincent.
Marianne Vincent.
Boom. Congrats, Marianne.
Congratulations, Marianne Vincent. You got yourself the Shall Not Be Infringed shirt. Did you bring another one? Are we doing 2 shirts?
No, I was actually, so we redid this shirt here, and I was just looking at the 2 designs.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
no, I was just,
All right.
I mean, we could, but that one's the same, but
We
different.
got a
Hat.
hat too, huh? All right.
All right. Now, what are we going to talk about? Are you prepared for the next segment?
I don't know. I think we should give something else away real quick. What do you think? I know.
You didn't-
I'm not prepared though.
You weren't prepared for
How prepared are you?
You're
prepared
not prepared
at
for that, are you? Yeah, so if you guys are here right now, we're not really prepared for the next segment, so we're going to give away something else.
All right. So let's do the.
Better get back in here. I'm just chilling out here.
Just looking at this shirt. It is a nice shirt. I like how I'm wearing one of your guys' designs. You're wearing my design.
Yeah, support.
It's fantastic.
Man.
I love it.
Support.
All right. So we're gonna do. Let's give away the hat.
All right.
Let's give away another hat.
Jungle Tiger Stripe.
Jungle Tiger Stripe. FreedomFatigues.com. This is a shooter hat. So the reason that they are shooter hats or classified as shooter hats is they don't have the button on top. An annoying little thing that smashes into the top of your head while you are shooting with earmuffs on. No more. Thanks to FreedomFatigues.com. And again, like everything, they are 100% American made. From everything, the stitching, the material that's used, everything is 100% American made. Right here in the good old USA. All right, so let's do this one. We are gonna guess a number. I guess we should write the number down before I say start, huh? All right, you ready? Got it. All right, so when you see start, you're going to start guessing 1 through 100. For the, what did you call it? Jungle Tiger?
Jungle Tiger Stripe.
Jungle Tiger striped hat from Freedom Fatigues. American made, 100% American made.
I think Eric's drinking. Wearing noon or die.
What? Eric,
I think Eric's drinking.
Eric, are you drinking or are you high? Which one? Wearing noon or die, one this week, camouflage. I love you, Eric. He might be on a kayak again.
Probably kayaking and trying to type at the same time. It's not easy when you're rowing underwater. Probably you don't know that Eric's a member of the Olympic underwater kayaking team. It's
that's fantastic.
It's a feat that
I still think Stephanie should send us that video.
There's still not a whole lot of people out there that can really accomplish the whole kayak underwater.
We got a winner already.
Oh boy, hang on. All right.
Stop
Winner.
guessing.
Stop. Sorry, we're talking.
Sorry, I cut you off there. Stop guessing. We have a winner. Nikki Stevens is fishing from a kayak right now. Right now? That's freaking awesome. I'm jealous. I'm in a hot warehouse.
I wonder if she's underwater fishing.
Yeah. Eric Johnson is possibly. My dad knows that I'm doing a podcast right now. He's calling me.
Answer it.
I'm not even.
Put him on the air.
I should actually.
Put him on the air. Say, hey,
I just hung up.
you're
on
live. What's up, Dad? And he'd probably say something like, "Hey, remember that time?"
Yeah, remember when you pooped your pants?
Ah, Dad, shut up, Dad. No, I had to call you about it right now. You jackass.
Did we even say who won?
No.
Jeez, oh Pete, we were like squirreling it out here.
All right, Paul. I don't know how you say his last name.
Paul Thurkow? Thurkow.
Paul Thurkow.
We probably just destroyed that name. I'm just thinking about how jealous I am that Nikki's fishing from a kayak right now.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Paul, congratulations, Paul Thurkow. Thurkow? If we butchered it, I'm sorry.
I'm not. I don't give a fuck about
either
that
way.
or not. No, I actually,
Either way,
you want to make him feel better.
Congratulations,
Sorry
Paul.
Sorry we screwed your name up.
Paul, congratulations. You got the Freedom Fatigues Jungle Tiger striped hat.
Vietnam era. That's what it was.
I don't like the name. Can we change the name of?
It was invented for the jungle.
So we just change the name though.
And it looks like tiger stripes. So
It doesn't.
it does. If you look at it in a big pattern, yes, the black across it on a bigger pattern of it, it does look like tiger stripes. So Nikki, did she? I don't know. Oh, she know too busy fishing. Oh, boo!
Oh.
You butt.
We got more giveaways coming up. No problem.
Make sure she doesn't win after that one.
Neil Reynolds must know Paul.
Right,
Shit, my
Paul,
feet
shit,
dropped.
my feet dropped.
His feet dropped and he won.
Yeah, way to go, Paul.
That's some skill right there. Congratulations, Paul.
Maybe
you won.
Maybe he didn't hear us making fun of him the whole time.
He might not have.
No, we really weren't making fun of you, but.
Oh, hold on. Stephanie Johnson just sent me something.
Can you show it?
Oh, yes. I can't.
What audio?
I can't do audio because, well, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got it. Hey, everybody. So
Okay.
hang on. So you guys want to know what we were talking about when we were talking about Eric and his skills kayaking? It looks like we've actually got said video.
His wife sent it, so I know I have permission to show it.
And even if she
And
didn't,
if she
we
didn't,
don't care.
she sent it, so it's getting shown. All right, so I don't have time to put this on. Actually, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a second. I think I might be able to do it. Hold on. Go onto this Facebook link. Go to messages. She sent it on Messenger. Hold on. Hold on. How do I download it? Okay, video's downloading.
All right, so we're back. We'll let it get downloaded.
Okay.
Sorry, Eric, we're not laughing at you.
We're definitely laughing at you.
Yeah, we are. Anyway, I was just trying to make him feel better.
All right, hold on. I think I can do this. You guys are about to see Eric Johnson's.
Mind you, he is a sole member of the U.S. underwater kayaking team.
Let's see if this works.
There we go. Yep.
That's it, right there.
Here we go. Here's Eric.
Okay, there's Eric, little kayak. Might have had a couple drinks.
Hey,
Might have. And, oh no, what's happening? Oh no, what's happening?
he knows exactly what he's doing. He's an expert underwater
think he's gonna make it.
It took out some water. He took out more water.
Bro, the worst part is that he still thinks that he's actually going to go
Yeah.
somewhere. At this point,
Thank God.
yep, I've got this. So here I go. So Eric, thanks for letting us laugh at you a little bit. Does it get better? I remember.
I don't know if she got the whole.
I do like when he's coming
He's
back.
literally sitting on the bottom.
Yep.
I don't know if this road always, I don't know if this goes all the way to when he was out in the middle of the lake trying to
You're doing it
push
wrong.
his life jacket in front of him as he was drowning. He's literally sitting on the bottom of the lake. It's fantastic.
So all of you guys that don't know that Eric is the member of the underwater kayaking team, you can see there that it takes a lot of skill to get to that level.
That was a lot of skill. All right.
Or Boucher lights, one of the two. I'm not sure which one.
Facebook kicked Matt Brennan off.
Damn it! It's all good fun times.
All right. Love you, Eric. Sorry we had to show that. It was your wife's fault, though. So
Yeah.
just know that it was your wife's fault, 100%.
So,
I didn't even video it. She did.
Are you prepared?
All right. So, are you guys prepared?
So you know what? Something simple. Let's just say anything that, like we just had a tornado come through here not too long ago, a couple weeks back, put the power out for a little bit, messed things up pretty bad.
Real quick, Alan, yes, the shirt is available at freedomfatigues.com. If you go over to the website, it is available.
But
We changed
So-
it up a little bit.
the reason I even grabbed this other shirt that he was asking me if we were giving away now is because it's the same shirt, but we redesigned it where we made basically the back of it, the print is more legible, so you can see the We the People better.
Stands out a little more.
It stands out a lot better than it does on the other one. It's a little bit more brighter. And then on the front, instead of the flag, we just went with our FF Freedom Fatigues star design, and then each one has the same flags on the sleeve. So this one is, if you did go and order it on the website right now, you will be getting the new design with the new front. This one here, I guess it could be available. We took it off. The ones that we have left in inventory, we took them off of the website, and we'll be probably doing things like this, just using them for like barbecues, giveaways, different things like that. We'll give them out for people. So that being said, go buy the new one. It's awesome. It's the same thing, nice, same material shirt, just a little bit redesigned. That's all.
Yeah, just a little update. That's all. So
I
make sure
was-
you guys go. Seriously, make sure you guys go and check out freedomfatigues.com after the podcast. Because there's so much. I mean, like, this is one of my favorites. I love the color of this shirt. 1776, Don't Tread on Me. And then, of course, the PEW PEW Nation line that is through freedomfatigues.com. We have a little partnership that we created.
Yes, sir.
So PEW PEW Nation USA has our own Freedom line, or Freedom line?
Freedom line.
Yeah, we can call it Freedom line. Clothing line. And you can get to that from PewPewNationUSA.com, or you can get to it from FreedomFatigues.com. So you got choices there. But there's a ton of awesome designs, and it's all American made.
My wife just said that the shirts that we have with the original design are now on the women's side.
Gotcha.
But I don't. Are they? I guess they're probably same price. I don't know. Yeah.
That'd be a boyfriend
No
fit.
discount. Yeah, boyfriend fit. So you guys are good there. You'll have it. So there'll be a different version. Cool.
So make sure you
All right.
check it out. All right. So situational.
Back to the
prepared.
storms. We're talking
Yes,
about storms.
storms.
So
Storms.
what I was talking, and we were just bringing up something as simple as a power outage. Let's just say it's a week, 2 weeks. What do you think is going to happen in 2 weeks? Look what happens when there's like a tornado coming or a storm or something. And the stores sell out of everything that they have. Everything's gone. How long are you going to last? Like without having to run to Meijer to go pick up your Krispy Kremes and your whatever else you're going to buy to get you through the week, right?
Yeah.
Do you have enough? Do you guys have enough to get through weather a storm for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? I guess the question would be, right? How prepared are you, and how long are you prepared to be that prepared? Right? So, like, if the power goes out, are you able to get your family through? Are you able to fend? I mean, the biggest problem is going to be fending yourself off. I think, in my personal opinion, because if you have supplies and you have food, even your, engineer, or flower shop working neighbor that has kids to feed, can't feed them, is going to start losing their mind and going crazy.
Yep.
And then they're going to be the ones that are going to be, all right, they got stuff, I need to get it.
Yep.
And then that's where it's going to come into play, where you got to, like, all right, you got to fend for your family, you got to fend for your life. So, but like my thinking is like, how much do you have, what do you have, and how prepared are you in case, like, what do they call it, SHTF? Shit hitting the fan.
Yep.
So are you prepared for the shit hitting the fan, and how prepared are you? Like me personally, and we were talking about it, I got enough food, dry storage food, 25-year shelf life to get through quite a bit. I mean, I'm not talking years, but I could probably get through a couple years.
A little while.
Yeah, I mean, and that's including me using my own resources to hunt. I live out in the country. I can shoot anything that comes through my yard, and I'll turn it into some of the best smoked jerky you'll ever have during the middle of we're having a shit hitting the fan moment.
Yeah.
But that's my point is are you prepared for something as simple as a power outage? I mean, you got a generator, right? You had to borrow a generator.
Yep.
We have a generator. We had to run our generator. Fortunately for us, it was only a day or so. But people around us, I still hear generators humming at night. It's been a week and a half.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Then they're still working on trees around there. So I guess my question would be, how prepared are you to just get through something as simple as a simple power outage, or we're talking a full-blown disaster? I guess, are you guys prepared? What do you guys have? What do you use? Like a lot of people, city-wise, what do you do for water? I'm in the country. I have a well. If I lose power, I can use my generator. I can then get water. If that doesn't work, and most people probably don't know this, but you could remove the cap off your well in your yard, remove the pipe that takes your pump out of there. You can drop a cup with string down in there, and there's going to be water sitting at the bottom of the well. It might be down 100 feet, but if you need to get water out of there in order to get by, you can get it out of there with no power, no ability to get water out of a well other than a string and a couple tools in order to remove the pipes out of it and get the water out of it.
So I see people keep commenting toilet paper.
I don't care about that.
And I hope some of you guys
I'm gonna have a dirty ass, I guess.
I honestly hope you guys are joking, because toilet paper, I don't understand what the whole thing with toilet paper is.
Butt
Like,
wipes. Get butt
I can
wipes.
go grab
They're
them.
smaller, they take up less space, and they probably
There's
do a better
toilet paper
job.
all over the place outside. I'll grab some leaves and grass and wipe my ass. Like, I don't need.
Power washer.
Yeah.
Turn a power washer.
I'm not worried about toilet paper.
No,
I don't
honestly,
know why
the
everybody-
last thing I'm gonna be worried about during.
I'm
I'm trying to save myself. I get
figured
it.
Nikki was joking, but I wanted to bring it up anyway, because if you're not joking and you actually went out and panic bought toilet paper, I'm sorry, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an important necessity. That is not something that you need.
If you really want to get into it, the majority of the world doesn't use it. Not majority. I wouldn't say majority, but there's still a good majority of the world that does
not use toilet paper.
And the majority of the world, it hasn't been around for much more than 100 years. So before that, they used their little corn cobs and everything else they could imagine.
Yep.
So that being said, toilet paper is the last thing on my list for helping my family survive. But food, dry food, having food, like stuff for preparing things, salt. And then, like I said, for me, I don't stock up on any water. But I do have like dehydrated stuff. Like you can buy those. You can
find water.
Well, you can go through the process of buying those kits. They sell them. I don't know. There's different brands. Patriot. There's like you can buy them online.
Yeah.
You can get like kits that come for like a 30-day supply for a family of 4. I've got a couple of those. Don't get me wrong. But most of the stuff that I have, in order for me to be prepared, I put together myself. And I basically put it together. And one of them was from one of my friends in my church. They own Foods Coalition, Food Coalition Against Hunger for Children. I'm butchering the name, but anyway, they have food that they send out to all over the world, and it's got like a long shelf life. And I bought a bunch of that and set it aside. And it'll be there if I ever need it. Hopefully, I don't ever have to eat it, but it's there if I ever did need it.
Yeah.
So.
James said people who think I have guns, I don't need to prepare, are going to cash that check real quick. Because people who are shit hit the fan prepared are prepared for those types of people. And that's true. That's definitely true. Those people are going to do okay, though, I feel, too. Because there's so many people that aren't shit hit the fan ready.
But they're ready to take the shit from the people who
the
are
people
ready.
who are ready
without
guns.
So you've got the people who prepared and are ready for the people that aren't prepared.
Yeah.
Then you got the people that aren't prepared that are ready to take on the people who are prepared. So yeah, there's a whole gamut of shit that can go on. I mean,
Well, and that's the thing is there's so many different levels of prepared, and there's none that are really right or wrong
and there's
necessarily.
full-blown bunker with like
Exactly,
4 to 5
yeah.
years worth of food, including a oxygen generator, water generator. You know, you could literally be off the grid for as long as you need to with a nuclear powered generator shit. You know, I mean, there's
Yeah.
that crazy, and then there's the people that have a couple batteries in their drawer for the flashlight. You know, a little extra. Yeah, I got a couple extra double A's in the
Yeah,
battery.
I got batteries.
I got batteries, but like
Yeah.
I mean, what about like for heat? Do you guys? So that's another question. If your house loses power in the wintertime, how many people have secondary heat sources?
Yeah.
Wood burning stove, a fireplace, something that doesn't require on the grid connection, like gas, electric, something like that you could run by just throwing some wood in there, keeping your house warm. That's
Yeah.
another thing to being prepared.
Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, and being prepared is really about having a plan. I mean, if you don't have all the food and everything that you would want, maybe you don't have the storage for it or whatever it is. But if you have a plan for somebody that you know that you're going to their place and getting that, or being able to.
You can literally store a shit ton of food in a tiny little spot.
Oh yeah, you can.
And I mean, I've got kits with freeze-dried fruit, like stuff that you can pull out. But that's another thing too. Like, so if you've got food to get by, but if you have kids, think about this: to have something on hand. Have things that are like treats that you can make for them in a situation where, let's say, after like 3 weeks of you sitting there eating rice and and chicken, something that you can give them to, like, I don't know, treats, like even MREs in the military come with M&Ms in them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's just something to keep them around.
James said you have to eat for the TP argument to even be relevant. It's a cycle. And it's true. You got to eat in order to shit.
Yeah.
Paul said generator, 100 gallons, treated non-ethanol gas, 4 weeks, Patriot food and growing, well water, but water purifier, plenty, 5.56 and 9 mil.
Oh, and you know what? I just put in a 17,000 gallon water tank in my backyard.
It's true.
I mean, and on top of that, if I got power, I got a UV light that filters it, and it's
Yeah.
drinkable when it comes out of there.
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah, you have a lot.
17,000 gallons of fresh
Yeah.
drinking water
That's
at
pretty
any
good.
time I want it.
Yeah.
Even in winter, you'll see me out there with my ice fishing auger. Just drill a hole.
We're living in our bus, 100-gallon freshwater generator on board. We never park within 90 gallons of diesel, without 90 gallons of diesel. Probably 2 weeks of comfort, another 2 weeks to be edgy after that. Ready to hunt, fish, and forage.
Yeah, you get to that 4-week mark there when shit's been going bad. It's gonna be bad. I mean, you really can't prepare for it now because you don't know.
Yeah.
But if you get to a situation where 4 weeks of people have been going by and they're now eating the can of Dinty Moore beef stew that was in the back of their not knocking Dinty Moore beef, but
Yeah.
they're eating that now. They're
Yeah.
man, this is horrible. So
Yeah. Nikki asked, how much ammo minimum for each caliber should you have?
there's no such thing as.
There's really no, so that's the thing, and there's a fine line because, a lot of people, I get that question a lot, actually.
Do you have
how much
room?
ammo should I have?
Do you have room?
And that's the thing, is you need to be able to transport it. So, you gotta have a plan to be able to, if you're staying at your house and that's your plan and that's where you can bunker down and you can defend your house, awesome. Your ammo's there, you got it all at hand. But if you need to leave the house, how do you transport it? Ammo is not light.
No.
It takes a lot to be able to transport.
Like my AR, I've got 30. Well, no, I got some 30 round mags, several of them loaded
Make them assault.
in excess of even
You have an assault weapon.
I have an assault weapon, but even that many rounds, that's 500 rounds is heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
It is heavy
to
as
carry
hell.
500 rounds. So
People don't realize how much ammo. Well, it's hard to do now, but if you find a case of ammo, like 1,000 rounds of 223 or 5.56, whatever, go pick it up.
well,
Tell me what 20,000 rounds throwing that in your truck is going to feel
So
like.
I have a bag for my AR that has all the way down it. It has double pockets
Yeah.
for holes. I think you could probably fit at least 20,
Okay.
30 round magazines in
Yeah.
there. I loaded it all the way up, and I tried to pick that thing up. was like, man,
It's-
I was like, this is
It's near impossible.
pointless for
Yeah.
me to try and maneuver that,
Yeah.
like in any way,
So
shape, or
that's-
form.
I mean,
When I'm
that's
trying,
really
if
the
I'm trying to
thing
get
is
around,
there's-
other than moving it from my house to my car, if I'm like, you're telling me I got to carry that and run
Yeah.
somewhere with it.
So somebody mentioned before, like a bug out bag, and that is something that I think is super important to have. That you really need to plan out. You have to have a bag that shit hits the fan. You grab and go. You have the necessities that you need in there. Like
What if you ain't
changing-
bugging?
If you're leaving that quick, you're bugging.
I'm gonna say, what if you ain't bugging? What if you say? I mean, because there's people out there that have the mentality that say, I don't need a
Yeah.
bug out bag, because basically where I'm at, like, so their situation, I could get it if you're in a city or downtown New York, you're somewhere in a big, downtown area, even somewhere in the suburbs outside where you're living in the houses that are like right on top of each other. Yeah, I could see something like that, but like where I'm at right now,
But even where you're at, like what house is on fire? What are you grabbing?
oh, my house is on
Yeah.
fire. Oh, I've got it. I've got the shit I've got going. It's there to go. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm saying.
But
So even if you're in an area though, like that, like you talked about, that like your house, I've been to your house, obviously. It's a fantastic location when it comes to shit hits the fan.
the
You need
nearest
to-
nearest house behind me is about a mile.
yeah,
The
and you
nearest
got,
neighbor, the nearest other one over the other side of me is, I know them, they're the only other
Yep.
house within another mile.
but in
further.
any emergency, you gotta have that bug out bag.
Yeah.
That bag, that grab and go, I gotta get the hell out of the house right now bag that is at hand no matter what, and it's gonna have your necessities. I mean, you wanna have a couple hundred rounds of ammo in it, you wanna have a gun, couple guns. Like I'll tell you, I actually forgot my bag. I was gonna bring it to show you guys what's in it, and I forgot it. I was in a hurry to get Colt karate, and forgot to grab it before I came to the warehouse. But my bug out bag is a 511, one of their biggest bags, the 72, whatever liter bag or whatever. And I like the 511 bags because they're strong. Then they have a lot of compartments. They got a lot of storage. I have a AR with loaded magazines, plenty of them. I'm not going to say how many. Plus extra ammo. I also have a pistol, which I'm replacing my pistol that I had in that bag with the FNX 45 Tactical, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. And I'm going to show you why I'm replacing it with that gun. And I also have a medical kit. I have change of clothes.
That's another thing too. Medical kits if you want to go on Amazon, buy one, spend the extra money, you're gonna get 90% of shit you don't need, but you're gonna have a kit and it's gonna be there. It's gonna be, if you don't want to, but you can literally go put yourself together one. You can go to any big box store, grocery store, and put together a pretty badass kit for
Yep.
under $100.
Yep.
And I've
So
got
I
one.
have-
I mean everything from, guys. I got tampons. They're not for the women. In case you get shot, you shove them in the hole.
Yep.
Quick clot.
Tourniquets.
I got tourniquets. I got some packages of quick clot in there. I've got everything. So
Yep.
and it's all there.
And you gotta have that stuff because I mean,
Iodine. I've got bottles of iodine in
Yep.
there. I've got antiseptic stuff for cleaning wounds out. I mean, you name it. And big gauze bandages, and the biggest thing too. I think I've got 3 tourniquets in my bag. So keep that shit on hand.
yeah, for sure, and that's important to have in your little bug out bag, or your grab and go bag, whatever you want to call it. What else do I got in there? I got those life straws, those water straws.
Yeah, I got one.
You can drink anywhere.
Buy survival cord before I forget too.
Yep,
You can buy
paracord.
there's paracord, which is great to have on hand because you're going to get all the different strings if you need to do different things. But there's an actual paracord out there that's called Survival. I don't know if it's actually called survival cord, but it has inside of it, instead of just having like 8 strands of string, there's a fishing line inside there. There's one that's got like a fire starter string that you can
No
take
shit.
apart. And you can basically create tinder out of it.
Yeah.
And then there's a wire, like a wire inside of there that you can use for creating snares.
Wow.
And it's
I'll
all
check
within
that
it's
out.
all within a piece of cord
Yeah.
that you can make a bracelet out of. You could just put a roll of it in your bag, or you could make
Oh.
a handle for your bag out of it.
That's pretty cool.
So that's available too. It's out there. There's stuff out there that's available. I mean, you can be a total geek about this stuff if you really want to, or you can just be like, all right, it's gonna get bad. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Well, and that's the thing. Like my to-go bag travels to my truck, and I shouldn't say travels. It carries over to my truck because my
Yeah.
truck is that's the vehicle I'm jumping in. I'm taking the truck. I got 4-wheel drive. I can get through a lot of stuff. I'm taking the truck if I gotta go in a hurry.
I'm holding
So
my ground.
That's my main.
No, but that's
plan.
so like
That's
so
what
like for
I
me though,
wanna
but like
do.
if
But you
anything
gotta
gets
have that-
nasty, man, I'm setting up shop and you'll see me in my LPOP
And that's honestly what the best case scenario is. That's what I want to do.
sitting there behind some
But
sandbags, just chilling.
I'm probably going to your house and holding ground with you. Is probably what I'm doing.
you get good cover if you're in the pool because you can just set it up on the edge of the pool. You got just set up some sandbags. You got all that ground covering you, so you're good. So anyway, enough of that. Let's see. All right. It's nice to have
Your
two
husband's a
places.
vet. We have a go bag in almost every room. Bathrooms don't count.
That's just a go room.
Yeah, that's the go room.
You got a go bag? No, it's just a go room.
Eric
There you go.
said it's nice to have 2 different places. Just took an old gun safe there. Just need to start filling it. Yeah, that's definitely a plus, especially with your guys' situation. I'm assuming I know what the other place is, Eric. So that's definitely a plus to have something like that. But yeah, I mean, you got to be prepared. You have to think about these situations.
But where are you gonna go?
I mean, you got to think, where are we going to go?
But my question is, so where are you gonna go? So like, I'm putting myself in a situation here, just outside of Detroit, up north. And people, everybody thinks, oh, they're gonna go to their cottage up north. Every single person that lives in Metro Detroit, like what do you think? Like 30% of the people have a cottage up there?
Yeah.
Are saying they're going up there, and then the 30% are inviting, the other 70% up to their cottage. You don't think that like every single artery go in some direction, everybody's gonna be sitting there stuck there?
Yeah.
Then on top of that, if you get to a bad portion of town, that everybody that's going up north has all their shit in it, and people don't know that, so then those cars are gonna become,
Yeah.
oh, look at this, it's a car full of food, guns,
Yep.
ammo, camping gear.
I think we just need to take over the island on White Lake. It's got a nice house on it that's all off-grid power.
Poor guys.
And you'd be able to see, everything from that
The only
place.
problem is it's only like 100 yards from shore, so you gotta.
Yeah, but you're pretty covered there too. I think it'd be a good spot.
I like where I'm at. Bring it. I'll be sitting on my porch.
Red Lettuce said, have
Lots
a
of-
bug out bag at home, have a get home bag in your truck. I like that. I like the verbiage there. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have in my truck is, I guess you'd call it a get home bag. I like that.
Yeah. What's in your get home bag?
Yeah, but that's good. That's a good way to put it.
Bottle of whiskey.
But it is, yeah.
Bottle
Hey,
of whiskey.
that might be it. I don't know.
Yeah. Bottle of whiskey. Sit back and be like, all right, we're home.
But it is. It's important to be prepared. It's important to think these things through. And it doesn't always have to be like shit hits the fan. It could be, I mean, literally, it could be an emergency at your house. Like I talked about a fire or something like that.
Fire, tornado.
Where you gotta get out. And I always tell people too, what people don't think about is home, being prepared at your home. Like, how are you gonna get out of your house? Where's everybody gonna go? So I had a buddy that used to tell a story all the time about his friend he grew up with that didn't have a mom. She died when he was a young kid. She died in a house fire. There was a fire in the house. He was the older brother. He was only like 5 or 6, and he had a little brother that was 2. Fire in the house. He ran, grabbed his little brother when the fire alarm started going off and everything. Mom and Dad ran to the room, saw that the kids weren't in the room, figured they had run outside, ran outside to find them. Kids ran out the back door. Mom and Dad ran out the front door. Mom panicked, like any mom would, ran back in the house, never made it back out of the house. And it's all about preparing. It's about having a plan and making sure that everybody knows what that plan is. So I literally used to do, with my good friend Tom Dodge, who passed away, unfortunately, I used to do these things called home inspections, which everybody's heard of a home inspection, but we did a different home inspection. We used to actually go in, and it was like a safety inspection, to make sure that your house was, like, show you the problem areas where somebody could break into your house, things like that. And the whole goal of these was to make people safer. So we actually used to sit down with a family, and we would make them write down a meeting place. Where is your meeting place if there's a fire in the house and you've got to get out? And, like, at my house, my meeting place is the mailbox in the front. If you ask Colton's 7 years old, Colton, if there was a fire in the house and you had to run out, his window's right in front of the house, so he could get out easily. On the ground level, like it's 1-story house, it's super easy. Colton, if there's a fire, where do you go? Mailbox. He knows for a fact. He goes to the mailbox. He knows exactly which neighbors to go to. If mom and dad aren't at the mailbox and he needs help, he knows exactly where to go. It's important that everybody knows where to go in that situation. If you got grandparents that live with you, make sure they all know where that meeting place is. Because if they get out of the house in a panic out the back, and you get out front, and you panic and run back in the house, it's not worth losing your life when your family was all safe already. It just takes just that little bit of preparation to understand exactly how to get out of the situation and how to survive the situation. So it goes from literally anything as small as a house fire to shit hits the fan and the world's ending.
Super volcano, yeah. So like all of these, the entire super volcano in Yellowstone blows, you know. So that's a moment where you really want to just
James said
get back in a good book.
James said if you bug out, if you don't have a destination, you are a refugee.
Yes, that you are.
Bill said, as a group of like-minded people meet in a small circle of friends, circle of friends and family, we can get through most anything, minus the second coming, which we will be good then also. God bless y'all. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, getting right in the book.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. I mean, it's all about preparation. So, you should show them my new bug out bag gun.
And we already did check this, but we
Yeah,
are going to also double check it. So if you guys
So,
are wondering, this
first-
gun has already been checked because we've already handled it.
First of all, I gotta show you. You gotta see this case.
Do you want me to help you? Do you want me to help you hold it up? Oh, this thing is like. Hang on.
There it is.
Set it down. Oh God, my fingers, man. You got my fingers.
Let's turn it around here.
Hang on,
Oh
there we
God.
go. There we are.
All right. So as you see on the front there, it's got that nice
Super strength.
FN logo. I know you like that one hand. Look. Oh yeah.
Barely though, man. You better eat some Wheaties.
It's got that FN logo. So this is
Fucking nice.
what's that?
Fucking nice.
Fucking nice. So this thing
Your kids are watching. They heard you say the
is
F word.
freaking amazing.
All right, clear.
Clear.
And
You guys can see
clear.
it is clear. No ammo. So this is a fucking hand cannon. This thing is insane.
It feels like it does. It feels like a Desert Eagle.
It feels
in
like a
your
Desert
hand.
Eagle in my
I
hand.
mean, it's
Yeah.
heavy.
Like, look at that thing.
Like, I mean, worst come to worst, when you're done with the firefight, you've got a good chance if you chuck this in their direction, you will destroy
It will hurt.
anything
Yes.
that it like comes in
Yeah,
contact.
they won't be feeling good. So this is the FNX 45 Tactical. If you watch my stuff, you know I absolutely love my FN 509 midsize. I got this FNX 45 Tactical. I'm doing an article on it actually about it being an amazing nightstand gun. And I was like, I don't know, I've never really handled one. I'm like,
What
is
they were
it an
talking about,
amazing
it actually
nightstand gun?
makes an actual nightstand.
Yes.
So you can use this
You can
as
use
a
it.
nightstand.
Yes, and then you can put
your
a gun
clock
on top
in
of
there,
it or
your
whatever.
drink at night, you can sit
Yeah,
in
you can
there.
set it on top.
So that's what I think they meant when they said it was a nightstand,
Nightstand gun.
So that's not like, yeah.
So I got this thing just the other day actually, and I started handling it, playing with it. And I'm like, this thing's freaking amazing.
Girthy though. I mean, it's like it feels.
It's big, but it feels good.
I think if they didn't have all this what do you call it?
Stippling on
on
there,
there. If it wasn't all on there like that, it would be a lot harder to hold. But it is actually nice with all that on there.
So and they
It's got
actually.
some really nice on the back even.
So, and the back strap is actually, you can change it out. So
Oh,
they give you
there you go.
3 different back straps. So if you don't like all that stippling, they got one that's a little bit flatter, just got some grooves in it. And then these are all different heights, as you can kind of see there.
Why
So
would
you
need
can.
anything fat?
I know.
Like Andre the
You
Giant.
gotta have a giant.
Like
hand.
Andre the Giant's meat hooks come around this thing, and I mean that's the only reason you would need anything fatter than that. But like I've got some big hands, and it doesn't
The other cool thing is it actually comes with mounting plates, so you can see the screws on top there. That's a cover plate. So it's red dot ready. So you can put a red dot on it. It comes with your mounting plates in there, all your screws and tools and all that good stuff. This package is freaking awesome. Like, the case itself is just insane. So open this thing up and show you guys. That is the case. So like, the gun fits super nice in there. You got your extra mags in here, 15 rounds of 45. Really nice magazines. You get three of them.
This is your new go bag gun?
So yes, this gun is going in my go bag. It's an amazing size for a go bag, I feel. 45, you got some stopping power for sure. I'm usually a big 9mm fan, but I
that'll get him.
absolutely love this. And you get three mags, three 15-round magazines, 45 rounds, 45 ACP.
I mean, just say that again. 45 ACP. I mean, just that in itself is sexy.
It is. It's got ambi thumb safety on there. You can see.
So Zach says he's got one in black and loves it. So.
Yeah, ambidextrous controls.
How much are they?
You know, it's a good question. I looked it up earlier and I forgot. You got your phone over there?
I do.
Pull that thing real quick. I'm going to show you how all this fits in this case. It's hard to do on my lap, but yeah. So this has now become one of my my new grab and go guns. I just love it. I think it's amazing. I have no need to conceal carry or anything like that while I'm going in a hurry. Here you go. Here's the package.
So,
Gun sits there. Look at that thing.
I don't know if it's a package or just the gun. Do they all come in packages? Or
Yeah, FNX
all right,
45
so
tactical.
824 on their website.
No, it's not the tactical though. It's the tactical more.
Hang on. Yeah,
Yep.
1349.
1349
So
is
if
the
you guys want
MSRP.
the Ford version and not the Mercury, you can go with that there and get the FNX 45 FN, not whatever, just not the tactical version.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you can just
the
get
FN
the
45,
regular,
FNX 45.
which I don't even know what the difference. I think it probably comes with one less mag. It's got probably doesn't have a threaded barrel,
Or that cool case.
or probably the cool case. Yeah, the case is
So
pretty
if
badass.
you want just the gun, $800-something and change, you can probably pick one up.
Look at this thing. I kind of just want to hang it on a wall.
I'm gonna wear it.
Flavor
Like a
Flav.
chest plate, like a necklace, like it's my clock.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know if that's how he said it. That's about the whitest yeah boy I've ever heard, but that's
Did
all
you
right.
see my skin?
Well, we are kind of white.
It was almost like the Dave Chappelle white man. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. All right.
So that is it. The FNX 45 Tactical. The thing's amazing. I love it. I paid around $1,200 for mine. Zach said. He has the black one. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I didn't get to pick black or tan, but I like the tan actually.
Yeah,
It's pretty sweet.
All right.
So that is it. That is my new. God, I just love this thing. It literally does feel like, almost feels like my Desert Eagle.
But you know,
It's
it's a
just
good
a-
thing too. Like when you're done with it, and if you're like, let's say you're fishing, and you're out in the middle of the lake, and you're like, oh man, we forgot our anchor. You're like, boom, you throw it out there to hold you where you're at.
And then you pull it back up, and it's still probably fire.
The thing is,
Look at the slide. Look at this thing. Feel the slide. Don't drop it on my computer.
I mean, you could probably take this and like, yeah, my gosh,
It's insane.
I like it.
The thing is just a beautiful beast, and I love that
Made
stamp.
in the USA.
Yep. FN, made in the USA. Virginia.
Boom.
Love it. So that's it. That's the FN. Man, that thing breaks down easily too. See how fast the thing breaks? That's the first time I'm taking this gun apart. So literally, take this gun apart, lock it back, flip this little guy all the way around, release it.
Shit don't go flying everywhere. I'm like waiting for the stuff to go flying off.
Pull it back, flip the little latch, done.
I think it needs a longer barrel.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
that's what the suppressor does. Throw that suppressor on there. Nice threads.
Yeah.
And then, like Hollywood's told us all, you can't hear it at all.
Oh, it's loud. I remember the first time I ever shot a suppressed gun, I was like,
Yeah.
and it was inside too, so
Yeah.
like you can't, like you were inside of a room and you're like, did it work? Did it work? Like,
Yeah.
and then you're
Is
like,
that
"Oh."
on? I don't understand.
Especially when you're wearing like 2 sets of
We
airpins.
just do the rest of the show like this.
Yeah, I need one.
You need one though, yeah.
Mine's a little small. I'd feel a little intimidated over if I put my 38 special out.
It's about the size of the
Yeah, I know. I'd be like,
Alright.
gun envy.
Has anybody shoulder Bill said shoulder carry sounds like quality. Earl, that's exactly it, man. This thing, I've always been a fan of anything with the FN logo on it. But this is really the first time I got to handle this 45. I've seen it on videos. I handled it at SHOT Show, but I didn't get to shoot it. So
I think you could put a full-size old-school maglite mounted on the underneath there where that little rail is. And
Oh, yeah.
And it would
Oh,
look just fine. Wouldn't even look too big.
Easily.
Full-size,
Look at that
old-school,
thing.
like 8 D-cell battery maglite.
Like,
flashlights.
I don't have tiny hands, but I don't have big hands either. Like, look at how much gun is past my finger. Like, for example, when I carry,
This is clear.
Clear? Alright, so here's my 938. Here is the FN. It literally fits underneath it. I'm not pointing this at Chris, by the way. It's in front. Yeah.
They're in front of me.
There's no good way to do this, but look at that. You can mount this thing. Just mount it down here as a rail.
Dude, you could have like a yeah.
There you go. You got a backup. It's mounted to your other gun.
I'm in it.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, enough.
All right, I'm done fondling guns.
Done it.
All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything we went over today? We talked about, or does anybody want to win something? What do you think? Give them the choice. They can win.
You want to wait till next week?
You guys want one more giveaway? I have an idea.
This one.
I'm thinking. Let's ask them. Do you want that? Or do you want to do the new version of the shirt? We'll give them the choice. Okay. So you guys get to pick. Sonic Boom, 10 exploding targets, rimfire targets,
I don't know, if I were you guys, I'd take the exploding stuff. When I was it's like,
or
actually don't, because I want it.
or
Give me a shirt, I'll
the
keep the exploding target.
shall not be infringed shirt.
Show it in like 2 seconds. Boom.
There you go. You guys pick. Explosives or shirt. I'm curious to see what they say right now. Because they're both pretty badass.
Oh, Zach wants targets.
Targets.
All right, targets it is.
Let's see. Hold on. It's got to be majority rule here.
Ah, hell no. We're going to treat it like the U.S. and it's going to be whatever I want.
I want shirts. See? Now it's 1 and 1.
Oh,
targets.
Target. 2 to 1.
2 to 1 targets.
All right.
Oh, we got more. White and blue AR
Oh,
shirt.
for God's sakes, Bowie. Go home.
Look at this. It's going back and forth. Target shirt.
Target.
Target.
All right, guys, you guys did
Target. Stephanie
All right.
Johnson wants shirts.
Pick a number between 1 and 100.
Yeah, we're doing the targets.
Even though it's only going to be 1 and 50, but I'm going to make Andy happy and say 1 through 100, and I'm going to pick one below 50. So don't waste your time in anything between 51 or even and higher, because it's going to be a waste of time. So we are giving away the Sonic Boom. The number is going to be 1 through 100. Don't waste your time 50 or higher.
All right.
Go.
Where's the number?
I wrote it down.
Oh, I see it. All right. Start guessing when you see start.
Yep.
Anything Anything before start doesn't count, just so you know.
Yeah, you suck. My wife told me that you can't say
Can't
that.
take you anywhere.
Well, she says, you can't say that to them. They're going to get mad at you. And I'm like, well, see, look at Moe. She says, calm down.
Calm down.
She's yelling, too. Hey,
She
take
is
your
yelling.
cap locks off there,
Yeah,
Moe.
She literally was yelling at
Yeah, stop yelling at me.
you. Hurt his feelings.
Yeah, I'm really hurt right now.
Here, hold this, it'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Now I'm not hurt. Pick the right number.
Hold the hand cannon, it makes you feel better.
Dude, this thing is like, you get a workout.
It is ridiculous. It is a
You're like,
beast.
yeah, there we go.
Keep guessing 1 through 100. Well, 1 through 50.
If you guys guess over a 50, you're a buffoon. Am I allowed to say that?
Sure.
My wife said, you can't call people names.
No,
All right,
you
you're not
call
really
names.
a buffoon. You're cool.
You're cool.
You're cool, I guess. All right, here we go.
Oh.
We're getting there. We got one.
You got one?
We got one, I think. It's moving.
Which one we got? Oh, we got
Where are
like.
we going?
Hold on. We got that one. That one.
All right, who's the first one? Let's get the first
Well,
one.
that one that's on the screen didn't even show up, but I saw this one before you said you had that one.
All right. That'll work.
So,
We'll do
let
it.
me make sure.
Make sure nobody else. What do you got? Keep going.
Looks good.
All right.
All right.
We're
keep-
legit.
Hold on.
We're legit.
Stop guessing for a second.
We're just making sure we didn't miss anybody, so
Yeah,
that way you guys don't come back and be like, I won it, and then you come, you know,
We had a couple come through at the same time, so.
we're checking them all.
Nope. I think that's the first one.
Moe, telling me to calm down.
Seriously, can you please bring me home both AR shirts?
Not after you're yelling at me.
Yeah, you yelled at Chris. You
Yeah.
hurt his feelings. Now he won't. Nope, not happening.
Get the hell out of my shop.
All right.
I'll finish the show up. Be like, yeah, guys, you're stuck with me. I kicked him out because his
All right.
wife yelled at me.
Stop guessing, everybody. We officially have a winner.
Did we say yet?
We did not say. Say what?
Who won?
No, not yet.
Oh.
We had to go through and make sure.
All right. So why is Eric saying congrats?
Just said somebody won. So next week we'll tell you who won. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
See you guys.
Anyway.
Just
yeah,
kidding.
I got you.
All
Eric.
right. So congratulations to
Eric's wife, Stephanie, won the targets.
Stephanie
So,
Johnson. Congratulations.
You
You
did
got
it.
the exploding targets. Do not, and I repeat, do not let Eric around these. He
Do not-
will.
Do not slam it down on anything.
Oh, yeah,
Imagine
it's-
if I did that and it went kablooey.
Yeah.
Could you?
They're not. That's crazy. This stuff is nuts because it's not even volatile. Like, unless if you mix the two together and you shoot it with a 17 grain bullet at 1,000 feet per second, it won't do anything.
All right.
I can literally throw it around all day.
What
Take
if
issue with
you
it.
shoot the whole box?
As long as you mix it, you're good. You can shoot it all at once.
All right.
It makes a bigger boom.
All right. Cool.
I'm not condoning blowing up anything.
I am. Blow that shit up.
Well, you can blow anything you want up, but you didn't get it from PEW Nation.
Or you didn't get it from me.
It was definitely from Freedom Fatigues.
And if it's going to Eric and Stephanie and you blow some shit up, we'll come over there and help you.
Eric said, "What the hell?" So congratulations, Stephanie. Congratulations to everybody that won stuff
Thanks
today.
for tuning in today, everybody.
I totally forgot about that giveaway. We're gonna do it next week.
Yeah.
So next week we're gonna have Michigan Barbecue Supply giveaway. Totally forgot to give it away today, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. So make sure you guys join us next week, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Pew Pew Nation page. Make sure you go check out freedomfatigues.com tonight. Like, I'm gonna make Chris send me how many people watching the show ordered today. We know all the names, so
Yep.
we want to see some orders come through. Support
Might
a.
even throw a free something in there for anybody that.
There you go.
watching.
We should do that. We should make like a Pew Pew Nation code or something so that we know they're from Pew Pew Nation, and then we can.
Yeah,
Give
we'll
us
do that. Next
something
week
else.
we'll have a special discount code that we're going to have just solely for anybody that watches this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I like it. That's what we're gonna do. So next week,
100% off, 100% off discount code. Ryan's like, anyway, now we'll give you something good. Get you guys some. You got to remember though, a portion of everything we sell, we got to give to police, fire, and military. So.
Yeah. So 100% American made, veteran owned company. Make sure you go support them. FreedomFatigues.com. Check out the Pew Pew Nation apparel line. PewPewNationUSA.com. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Pew Pew Nation USA, and Instagram. Follow me and Chris on Instagram, Freedom Fatigues, Pew Pew Nation, and on Facebook, Freedom Fatigues, Pew Pew Nation. And if he's still on here, go check out, I posted the link, go check out Earl, go check out his podcast, LibertyCast. Go make sure you guys check him out. He does not do a live podcast like us, but he releases them every Wednesday now. Right out of Texas, and he's right on board with everything we're talking about. So Earl, if you're watching, thank you for your support, and I don't know, maybe you'll be on the show next week.
There you go.
We'll see. We'll figure something out.
Sounds good. Cool.
See you guys all later.
Peace.
Stay safe out there and carry on.
Hey, buddy.